Hello everyone and welcome to today's math lesson. For today's lesson, you need paper, pen and green pen to self-mark with. If you don't have this equipment, pause the video, go and grab the equipment and start the video again. Also make sure you sit somewhere quiet that you can focus and work. Now that we have our equipment, let's start these 6 questions for the starter. Pause the video for 6 to 8 minutes, finish those questions, then start the video again. Here are the answers for starter activity. Change to green pen and self-mark it, please. Well done if you managed to do all 6 right. If you struggle to do D, this is what we're going to learn today. In today's lesson, we'll learn how to multiply a number by power of 10. What we're going to do today, first of all, to be able to write the powers of 10, then we are able to multiply an integer, a whole number, by power of 10. Then at the end, we would be able to multiply a decimal number by power of 10. Now let's look at the powers of 10. 10 to the power of 1, 10 to the power of 2, 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 4, and 10 to the power of 5, and so on. But what is 10 to the power of 1 equal to? Yes, 10 itself. What is 10 to the power of 2? That power of 2 means I times 10 by itself twice. 10 times 10, which is 100. What is 10 to the power of 3? Yes, 10 times by itself 3 times, which is 1000. 10 to the power of 4, it means times 10 by itself 4 times, which is 10,000. 10 to the power of 5 times 10 by itself 5 times, which is 100,000. Have you noticed any pattern? If you look, when you had 10 to the power of 1, the answer had 1 0. If you had 10 to the power of 2, your answer had 2 zeros. If you had 10 to the power of 3, your answer had 3 zeros. If you had 10 to the power of 4, your answer had 4 zeros, and the same for 10 to the power of 5. Now let's look at this question. I do the first one. Multiply 154 by 10. As you saw before, when I times by 10, I get one more zero. So if I times 154 by 10, I get 1540. 5 seconds, have a go with the video question. If you have your answer as 10,400, well done, your answer is right. More question. I do the first one. Multiply 154 by 1000. Because 1000 have 3 zeros, when I times by 1000, I get 3 more zeros. So if I times 154 by 1000, I get 154,000. 5 seconds, have a go with video question. As you can see, because we timesing by 100,000 and 100,000 have 5 zeros, so your answer should have 5 more zeros. So the number is 10,400,000. Now that we know how to times an integer and a whole number by powers of 10, have a go with this question. It should take you about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. Pause the video, have a go with this question, and start the video again. Okay, here are the answers. Change to green pen and self-mark it. When you mark it, just be careful with the number of zeros. Now that we know how to times an integer by power of 10, let's see what happens if I times a decimal number by power of 10. In here I have 1.54 and I'm timesing by 10. To times a decimal number, these are the rules that we need to follow. First of all, we need to ignore the decimal. So if I ignore the decimal, instead of 1.54, I have 154. If I times 154 by 10, I get 1540. But this is not the last answer. What do I need to do now? Go back to the question and see how many decimal places I have in total. In total, I have only 2 decimal places. Decimal places are the numbers or the digit after decimal point, so which is 5 and 4. So as you can see, I have only 2 decimal places. So in my answer, which was 1540, I need to have 2 decimal places as well. So I need to have 2 digits after decimal point. If you put that decimal point in the right place, you have 15.40, which is the same as 15.4. So the main rule in here is decimal point moved 1 to the right. Could you see that? The question was 1.54. When you times that by 10, your answer is 15.4. As you can see, the decimal point moved 1 to right. Here are more examples. As you saw before, when I times 1.54 by 10, the decimal point moved 1 to the right. So now if I times by 100, what would happen? The decimal point moves 2 to the right. So if the decimal point moved 2 to the right, 1, 2. So the decimal point is going to be there now. So it's going to be 154.0, which is the same as 154. So if I times it by 1000 now, decimal point moves 3 to the right. Let's see what's going to happen if I move the decimal point 3 to the right. This is 1. This is 2. I need 3, so I need one more digit. So that's why I will add 0 there. Now if I times 1.54 by 10,000, the decimal point moves 4 to the right. So if I want to move that decimal point 4 to the right, this is 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, I need to add 2 zeros there. To finish off this lesson, I will go with this question which you timesing a decimal number by power of 10. Pause the video, 10 minutes, have a go with this question, then start the video again. Here are the answers. Change to green pen and mark your work. What you can do now, you can take a photo of your work and send it to your class teacher. If you're struggling or if you have any question, you still can email your class teacher. Stay safe. Have a good day.